Hi, my name is Oscar Gonzalez or Oscar Gonzalez, and I am the Dean of Student Affairs at Riverland Community College. I would say my primary role here at Riverland is first and foremost to make sure that students that are coming to our institution, that they really get to focus on their skills and their ability to succeed. Being first generation student for me was growing up. I moved quite a lot growing up. Did end up in a southern town in Minnesota. For me, when I graduated in the lower percentage of my class. And that only means is that I had the ability and the opportunity to change the narrative of who I was in high school to who I wanted to become as an adult. And again, through the hard work, through the ability to connect with certain advisors, and just learning, what my responsibility was as a student helped me throughout every stage of my degrees. As an example, I remember when I first started, I started at community college, and I wasn't sure, my responsibility as a student when approaching faculty members. Is it okay to disagree with them? Is it okay to ask for additional assistance and things like that, right? I would say that I was lucky enough early on to meet with professors who were very student centered, just knew the value of providing skills and tools to students to set them up for success. And again, I think those key fundamentals that I learned early on at a community college helped me be successful throughout higher education, throughout my undergrad, throughout my master's, and my doctoral program. Being a first generation many times means that we don't know the rules. We don't know the rules of higher education. And in other words, we don't have that social capital of learning how to navigate through these unwritten rules of higher education. I can say countless stories of students who I had conversations with in the retention or recruitment aspect or in other areas where I heard them, I listened to them, and I also challenged them. It's so neat when students graduate and they still remember those conversations. And I think that's the piece where why we're all here within student affairs and within higher education. These students get to graduate, and not only did they grow as a student throughout their stay, but now they can contribute positively outside in that community. This is why I'm here, right? I'm here because I joke a little bit and I say, once there isn't any more barriers, I will find another job, right? I will find another career. But until then, I want to keep working, identifying barriers and challenges, and finding solutions to them. And at the same time, we gotta celebrate as we continue to get those rewards, celebrations, those wins. We really gotta make sure that we celebrate them, because it's contagious. Maybe a brother or a little sister will see that, hey, they can do it. Then it stops that cycle of first gen in a sense, right? And really, the number one contributor to if people are going to go to higher education is if a parent or family member has gone to college. So we're changing that. I focus on, we got to change the narrative that even though society may put you in pockets or might tell you a story that you're not supposed to be successful, let's change that narrative. Let's change it and let's retell it, right? Because it becomes contagious. And that's the piece where that's fulfilling.